Welcome back. Let's take a final look at the markets before the last open of 2023. Here now is Julie Biel, Kayne Anderson Rudnick, Chief Market Strategist and CNBC contributor. Julie, so I was just reading the notes here. You say that the soft landing is going to depend as much on the rate of saving as it is on interest rates. What do you mean by that?
Well, what we've seen with consumers is it's now been 2 years that consumers have been saving less than the historical norm, right? They've been dipping into their savings that they accrued during the pandemic. And eventually that has to normalize, right? And that has a pretty meaningful impact on consumer discretionary spending. We think a little bit about how consumers have been in 2023. They've been helped by stimulus and very low or lower oil costs. It's a little bit like when my kid is learning how to ride his bike and I'm pushing him from behind, right? And so 2024 is when we start to figure out how strong really is the consumer.
You take the training wheels off and see what actually happens.
Exactly.
In terms of small caps, you know, we've seen kind of a catch-up trade a little bit in the small cap universe. Do challenges abroad, we've been talking about geopolitics today on today's show, whether it be China, whether it be Europe, do they make small caps more attractive?
I think so, right? If you think about most of large cap, right, 40% of their earnings is tied to earnings abroad. And so if I think about the weakness and the challenges that are happening geopolitically, I'd rather be with small caps who have a monogamous relationship typically with the rest of the U.S. I think it's a stronger and healthier market.
And real quickly, I wanted to get to one of your picks, which is that you believe there's going to be a ramp up in deal activity. And so you like firms like Moelis?
Yes, I think for investment banking firms that are exclusively focused on this segment, it's a very clean way to play an improvement in there. And you know that a lot of these PE firms, they have to sell these companies. There have to be transactions, and it's easier with lower interest rates.